Alright, today I'm going to give you a little NBA Jam commentary. And today I got Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook from the Oklahoma City Thunder. And we're going to play Darren Williams and I forget the other guy's name, Almeko Kerr, in a 2-on-2 game. Hopefully I can give you guys a quick view of what the game's like and just have some fun along the way here. And if it depends for each person what they want to do in this game. It depends on how successful you are, what you want to do, what you want to have fun with. But in my opinion, the best way to do it is by just passing it a bunch. And the more you pass the ball around, the more likely people are to get open. It's a little more fun because you can get those big dunks, blocks and such. But if you want to be the conservative player, you can get like 2 point guards out there and just be shooting like threes and stuff, which aren't that hard to get in this game because it's kind of geared towards dunking. But if you wanted to, you could shoot threes, which comes in handy at the end of the game if you're losing, you're playing in one of the harder modes and you're losing. Right there, you saw me get posterized, and that happens a lot to me because I typically play with undersized players. They're a little faster, big dunkers and such. Right here, shoot a fadeaway jumper. I'm Kevin Durant, so I can make that. Typically, I wouldn't suggest doing that. And you won't get very realistic stats in this game. You'll get like 40 points, 20 rebounds, and 20 blocks. It's not really a realistic game. They do still have some of the basic rules. There's goaltending, and there is no fouls. As you can see, I just pushed the guy over. But no free throws, but there's no out of bounds, but there still is some of the very basic rules. And each quarter is 3 minutes, so my commentary won't be a 25-minute commentary if you're playing like NBA Live where they're 5-minute base quarters. And my one complaint with the game is that you can't switch players. You can right there you saw me get a little lazy. I was adjusting the camera. But you can't switch players. So like you can switch players at the half, but you can't, like in NBA Live, how you could just switch when you pass the ball, you switch to that player. You're the same player the whole game. So the AI in this game had to be pretty good, otherwise you would have to do all of it yourself. But in this, the AI is remarkably good, in my opinion, because it plays how a real player would play. And it'll take some shots if you want it to. You just tell it to shoot and not ask for the ball, it'll shoot. But yeah. Some of the other things with this is that if you're playing on easy, which I don't think I am right now. I think I'm playing medium. If you're playing like the easy on campaign, which is what it tells you to play at the very beginning, is that you can catch on pretty fast to what it wants you to do, and you can score 60 points a game and win by 30 if you want to. But the basic way to be good in this game is to play good defense, which is basically just block shots, which is really easy to do, and is to learn how to do crossovers, which is another very simple thing to do, which is press the Z button and then B, which you just saw me do there and get the easy dunk. And while you do, right here, I'll shoot a 3. So didn't make it. But yeah. So whatever I was saying, I don't even remember what I was saying. But anyways, so it's halftime, and on the screen you can see. I don't know if you can see this here. I'll zoom in for you. You can see it's got different stats. It's got points for each player and their assists, blocks, steals, 3-pointers, dunks, shoves, alley-oops, shot percentage, and rebounds. And it counts a rebound for every time you block a shot. You block a shot and then you can catch it. That counts as a rebound. Typically, if you're playing, I would expect you to get a bunch of points, a bunch of dunks, and a bunch of blocks. I wouldn't expect to get too much of everything else because those are typically what the AI does. And if it's in green, that means you're like leading the game in that category. So as you can see here, we're leading in every category except for 3-pointers, which the other team has right there. So yeah, I'm gonna, I guess I'll start the second half here. Get my remote. Alright, and so right here, this is where you can like change your players on this team. So I unlock the mascots, so I could be the mascot if I wanted to, but yeah, you can change players here. You can change both. But I'm just gonna stay with what we are right now. Here we go. Yeah, so I really I like this game a lot. Because it's just kind of a game where you can come home from school and just relax and take your anger out on some guys by just shoving them. I mean, I can just shove them if I want to. That's the nice thing about not having fouls or anything like that in the game. So you can just do whatever you really want. You can do some funky dunks and stuff. But I think earlier in the game I was on fire once, where you saw me where you have to make 3 shots in a row without the other team scoring once, and the other team scored after that. But if they don't score and you get the ball back, you can like dunk and you can like touch the ceiling and stuff, which is real fun if you just to be kind of get wild. And then the one annoying thing is when the other team does that, because they're losing by so much, they're trying to get back in the game, and they can't. Once they get closer, the difficulty level will go like back down. They'll get really good for a while, and then they'll get the game close, and then it'll kind of difficulty level go back down. But in this, there's a bunch of achievements you get for doing different things. Most of it is with the remix tour, which, in my opinion, isn't very good. I've read some reviews on the internet about saying how it's way better than the classic campaign, but it gets a little too complicated in my opinion. You have to you gotta beat each team like 3 times, which gets kind of I would think rhetorical after a while, and I don't think it would be very fun. So I beat the normal campaign once, just so I could say I did and see what happened, which I was kind of disappointed at the end because you didn't get anything really. All you got was you unlocked the stick like training figure team, which was kind of cool, but it's just you unlocked one team and that's all you get. I mean, you don't get anything else. That's it. And I'll shoot half court at the buzzer here. Oh, it goes in. Got lucky there. That happened. I think I've done that like 3 times. You can shoot. I mean, you can shoot from anywhere, and I made one from half court right there. Made one from the whole other side of the court once. And I know in the older versions of NBA Live, like you can shoot like half court even, and it would completely miss, and you would be lucky even if you hit the rim, which I thought it was a nice thing in this, that you can actually make them, which it's not very, don't make them very often, but you can. Right there, you saw me shove the guy, and then with the alley-oop, got blocked. Shoots back, and there's goaltending, which is one of the basic things in this that they do have, which you can turn it off if you want to. If you want it to be completely arcade and just like not have any rules at all, you can turn goaltending off. And in this game, you see I'm pretty much owning, but that's mainly because I picked a pretty easy team and these guys. And I would recommend to start out just to play, go to like the play now screen and get on one of the really good teams that has like a superstar who's really good. Just kind of mess around, learn how you want to play, which can be, you can play a bunch of different ways depending on the people. They each have their individual stats. Some of them have like, some of them are playing like, you know, like for the Bulls, Dennis Rodman, for say, he's pretty much terrible in everything except for being really strong. So if you want like your teammate just to be really strong, so you can just push everybody out of the way, so you can get like easy dunks, and you just want to kind of play by yourself, not really want the AI to help you at all. You can do that. If you want the AI to be really good and try and get like 20, 30 assists in a game, you can do that too, by putting you as like a point guard and have the other person, the AI, be the like superstar type player. And right here you saw one guy was cherry picking. He was just sitting back there waiting for the steal, which is kind of fun to do sometimes. Get like really easy dunks. Right here, I'll try and shoot another half quarter. Didn't get the ball. Alright, well, anyways, you could see we won 58-39. And I was Kevin Durant in that one. Let's see here, let me get this again. Zoom in. See, I had 34 points, 6 assists, 14 blocks, 4 steals, 2 threes, 11 dunks, 14 shoves, an alley-oop. My shot percentage was 80, and my rebound, I had 5 rebounds here. Yeah, 5 rebounds. And we led in every stat but 3-pointers. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed this, and it gave you a little clue of what NBA Jam is like. So, yeah.